Hold up.
Better move or you lose, gotta grind, never slack. Ain't no rules with the crew, got my mind on attack. Keep the pole on the low, finna fire, that's a fact. Mars in the back.
All right, you guys, what's up? Welcome to the world. Welcome, Crib Collective, to the world. My name is SmooveQuez, and this is the SmooveView. And you know, I got my man, Buddy Drills.
All right, let's get it.
Was, and my man, Mel.
You know what it is.
When you lose, gotta grind, never slack. Hit the rules with the crew, I got my mind on attack. Hit the holes on the low, finna fire, that's a fact. Hit the bars in the back, yeah.
So 60510 is you guys' album that you guys released on June 23rd. Right. And I want to know, I want you guys to let everybody know, let the viewers know, like, where does that come from?
So basically, like you said it, man, every day is basically a kickback. We get together and we try to make music and like kick it with the homies, right? And basically there's a neighbor in the neighborhood that really hates us, like really fucking hates us.
Much.
Like, I mean, calls the police all the time. I mean, like, she'll try to get our cars towed. It's all bad, dog. Like, so she's the worst. And she basically inspired this album. So basically 60510, Bully figured out is the numerical code for the noise ordinance in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, well, fuck it, let's embrace it. I guess we too damn loud. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
60510,
60510, yeah.
Would
you lie to me? My final fantasy, my home is meant to be. Why'd you lie to me? My final fantasy, my heart was meant to be.
So that track on you guys where the police officer is coming and actually speaking, is that a real thing?
You want to know the story behind that?
I do.
That shit is crazy. So I just looked up like YouTube videos of like police busting parties. And so what I did is I put it into like my Pro Tools where I record my music at, and I was just like taking out parts, cutting it up, and then fucking replying and shit. And that's my dude Malik X, and he the fucking boss rapper in Cleveland, right?
I ain't know we shooting a video. Hey, look, Malik X, the best in the land, supporting my dogs, the Crib Collective. Tap in with the motherfucking movement, nigga.
Come on, man.
Look, man, gave us the plug.
Do y'all see the love that these people get? Do y'all see the love that they get, man? That is genuine love. So, another question I want to ask you guys.
Yeah.
So, I seen you guys perform at B-Side.
Yeah.
I seen you guys tonight at Dakota, which you guys killed both of them. The police are on the way now. I just want to let y'all guys know now. You know? So I want to know from each of you guys, like, what between then and now, what was your favorite performance / venue that you guys performed at?
We all gonna have the same answer. Right,
Okay. So for me, I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely the show at B-Side. That was my favorite performance, and I think there was a point where, like, you know, like, I could hear my ad-libs from the crowd. You know, that's something like, that tells you people fuck with your music more than you know what I'm saying? So, like, just hearing my ad-libs from the crowd, hearing that people really rock with me that much. Y'all stop. Hey, man, we doing an interview.
We in the video.
We doing an interview.
PJ walking right in front of the camera and shit, God damn.
But yeah, dude, like hearing my ad-libs from the crowd, there was a point where I actually had to stop myself from tearing up. And so, like, you know, you just can't make those moments up. You know what I'm saying? That was just the best thing ever.
Okay, what about you, Was?
Honestly, same answer. That show at B-Side, man. It's also like partially we kind of got the cheat code. I can't pretend. Because, like, with Crib Collective being, like, we're the performing artists of Crib Collective, but Crib Collective is the whole squad, in all honesty. So the homies be at the crib while we're recording the tracks, while we're making the tracks, while we're listening back, while we're mixing them. They know all the words before the songs even fucking come out.
True.
So we do the album release show, a week, maybe 2 weeks after the album came out?
Yeah.
They knew every word, every ad-lib, and they showed up. So, like, it brought an energy to the front that just, in a wave, brought everything to the back, man. So having something like that, having everybody with us, rocking with us, dancing with us, bouncing with us, and we had great openers for the show, man. Like, unbelievable. B-Side show, definitely the best one to us.
For sure.
Best one.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to say the B-Side show too. Although this one was really great because that bitch was sold out. And like seeing all our homies like in the front row just like screaming back the lyrics, even like a couple people I didn't know screaming back the lyrics. That shit was crazy, dog. So I don't know, it's between this one and B-Side. So that's it for me. I got two answers.
Okay, so B-side sound like you guys' favorite performance. I just got a couple more, and we really doing this, off the grid. You see people walking in between us doing this thing, but it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
Another question for you guys, man. You guys pull a nice crowd. You not a nice crowd. That's very demeaning to the crowd that you guys pull out. You guys pull out a great crowd.
Right.
Goddamn, leave my jewelry on, I hit it. This shit is easy, shit is easy. Feel like Breeze parking lot.
You guys pull out a great crowd. I want to know, what are you guys' methods? What is the secret behind the marketing that you guys do to bring these crowds out? And who, if not you all, who is the mastermind / S behind it? I'm gonna start with Bully. With this.
Jamel. Yeah, that's my answer. No, literally, dude, I don't know. I think having, like I said, Gray said he had the cheat code, so it's like we got a bunch of homies, and like you see like random people at a show that we don't know, but they don't know that we all homies. So like they see we lit, and it's like kind of contagious energy, if you will. And the shit just gets popping. And like as far as like a method to the madness, like I mean he'll never admit it, but like it's Jamel. Like he's always coming up with ideas and like just like shooting the shit with us. Like, what do we think? Me and Gray always hate it, and it always ends up being a great idea. So just listen to that guy. He's got all to do.
Now I'm in trouble. Damn, goddamn. I feel like, yeah, so, I mean, Jamel is behind a lot of, like, the marketing and stuff like that. I think the thing that really, like, pulls people into the shows, though, is that we're, like, personable. We show up to other people's shows. We go to, like, other shit. Like, we make friends. And it's not just like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing. It's like, we genuinely fuck with the city. Facts. So, like, we fuck with everybody. They end up fucking with us. Like, they see us at their shows. They see us their performances. They're like, oh, like, y'all do other shit. Like, this isn't, like, the only thing that all of us do. We also do other shit and whatnot. So, like, we genuinely make friends outside of this, and that want to like show love, like, and support us. And then they find out that our shit's actually fire. So they're like, oh, like, I guess I'll listen to your little rap group.
Your little rap
group. That ain't that a crazy thing that people say? I'll listen to your little rap group real quick, and then they listen to it and they're like, oh shit, like this kind of hard. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it changed the energy. So like I feel like being personable, being in the city, showing love, man, because like at the end of the day, like we all want the same thing. Facts. So we ain't got to step on each other to get what we need. Like we can help each other up, type shit.
Yeah, man. I'd say like, I mean, it's a combination of like what they said, like basically just like already having a large group of homies. So you think about it, right? Like basically we casting out a web just by having homies everywhere. We post some shit, and then like people just wanting to support end up posting it, and you never know who's just that curious mind that just wants to come check it out and be like, oh fuck, who the fuck is that? You know, why does he care? You know, this random group that I've never heard of. So it's like, you know, you start to get people's interest that way. And like, I'm not gonna cap, man. I do like belt to ass method, nigga. I'm literally in the DMs. Like, I'm literally in the DMs, because how I feel is like most of the time, all the homies don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people think like people don't care. It's like, no, they just didn't know. So I just make sure you know. I be in your DM. I'm like, yo, we performing. And don't forget. And I hit you up 2 weeks from there like, did you forget? Because we performing. You know what I mean? And if you do that, now you give the people that really want to come support you the biggest opportunity to do so. And so that's basically how we capitalize on it, man, and it just works for us.
And also we can weed out the fakes too. I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of motherfuckers, and I'm looking right in the camera with this one. A lot of you motherfuckers hop on the bandwagon once motherfuckers make it. I heard this like, it's not a verbatim quote, but I heard this thing that the people that you look for validation for won't give it to you until you no longer need it. People do that shit all the time. So like all the people that we invite to the shows and stuff like that, they ignore us. Oh yeah, I'll be at your little rap thing. They don't show up. All this blah blah blah. all this kind of stuff. All right, we invited you like 300 times, you ain't want to come. Then everything works out. They're like, oh, I've been rocking with you from the jump.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Ain't no hard
I
feelings,
believe that.
bro. Welcome to the show, motherfucker.
Nah, it's hard feelings. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember every second of that.
Yeah,
All right, you guys. So my last question for you guys again. I thank you guys for letting me interview you guys. My last question is, out of you guys, is all three of you guys' collective catalog and the catalog you guys have individually, what, I guess it's a two-part question. What is you guys' favorite song that you have created, and what influenced that? I'm gonna start with Woods with this.
Oh, fuck. I think, honestly, I love everything that we make as Crib Collective. I do work with a lot of like bands and artists, and I have my own shit and whatnot, but I love that everything that we
Link in
make.
his bio.
But everything that we make as Crib Collective, like the energy, I can't recreate all the time in other projects and stuff like that, because like, I mean, we're all working on it together. We're like all in the house. We all have the same feeling as we're writing it, as the beats are getting made, like all that kind of shit. So like the energy when we made Tokyo.
You see the air, then I delete the air. I just think it's crazy how these ladies think I'm grimy. Set my expectation when I said I'm on that timing. Then she claims she hate me cause the next bitch right beside me. Said I'm appetizing. Let me change the line.
Was unbelievable. Like we got the beat from the homie of the homie, right?
Yeah.
We got the beat from the homie of the homie. We heard the beat back, and we were like, yeah, nah, we can do something with this. And like, we were all thinking, racking our brain on what we could do. Mel came up with a hook like almost instantly, and I was like, yep, it's over with. As soon as Mel came up with the hook, it was over with. And I had just got back from Pittsburgh with the homies, the homie that's off camera, PJ, right now. We had just came back from Pittsburgh.
Shout out PJ.
Shout out PJ.
We went to a show while we were out there. We went to like a pop show and like whatnot, and we went to like just like this party and like the strip club afterwards and stuff like that. And that energy when I came back, just immediately wrote the whole verse itself. And like when you write the first line of the verse and the rest of the verse writes itself, that's an unbelievable feeling. Like you got to look it up and be like, all right, did I just rip somebody's song like on accident? Like you got to look that shit up. But like,
it was too smooth.
Oh my god! Like when the rest of the verse writes itself, it's an unbelievable feeling. Then you got the crib there like with you and shit like that. So like you wrote it and I rapped it for the first time and they were like, and I was like, that's the feel. Like that feeling is crazy, bro. That feeling is crazy. So like definitely like Tokyo is my favorite track that we've ever made, and also Crib Collective, like being able to work with these motherfuckers, that energy, unbelievable. Yeah. I'll do this day in and day out.
What about you, Mel?
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think AOK is probably my favorite, dog. At least at this point, man, and I'm not gonna lie, our latest song is always my favorite song, dude. Like, it's the one I'm running back. And, you know, you put like so much energy into it, and it's like he wrote the hook, and the way the hook came out is just such a bop. And then like it was one of them verses, like he said, bro, you just pad the pencil and then it's just like, oh shit, like it's starting to flow. Like literally, like as I was writing my verse, I was just like, this is the dirtiest rhyme scheme, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh no, I'm raw with it. And then like, you know, you rap it for them and they's like, yup, it's like, okay, get me in the booth. So that's definitely my favorite right now.
Hell yeah. God, it's a tough one, man. We got a lot of songs out. I think I can speak for everybody, though, including the fans, that Final Fantasy is my favorite track off the 605. Like, tell me it ain't your favorite, dog. Like, why'd you lie to me? Yeah, dude, you know what I'm saying? I saw, like, just tonight, like, I saw the whole crowd singing that shit, and I was like, dude, Goosey's all over.
Yeah, that was hard.
And funny story about, like, dude, Jamel found a beat, and fucking, dude, I hated it. I hated it. I was like, Mel, you got this, big dog. This is on you, man. And then he wrote the hook and completely bought in. I'm like, oh my God. It just like, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. So that's my favorite, Final Fantasy for sure.
It's also funny that you like mentioned that too, like with like where you like didn't like the beat until you like heard the track.
Yeah.
Like, cause have you ever thought of like other like pop songs? Like, have you really thought about like "Single Ladies" by Beyonce? Mm-hmm. Hands down, one of the worst beats I've heard historically. But that track goes crazy.
Oh no,
that beat is fucking awful. If you just listen to the instrumental, like what was that nigga doing? But that song goes crazy. Facts. I love shit like that.
Facts.
That's a little side note.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you know my favorite. I'm gonna let you guys know my favorite.
that?
My favorite is episode 2.
Let's go, man. That's
My favorite is episode 2.
I never slept. Yeah,
That's
I
why.
want to keep telling this story, but can I tell you a side story about that?
Go ahead.
Episode 2 was made in a day. We made episode 2 in a day, and it was for a video that I was filming for something. So I made the beat at home, and I was like Crib Collective got to hear this. I think we had just gotten back from a show, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we had just played a show in Columbus.
Yeah,
and we
you're
all
right.
came back, so I was tired as fuck, and I made the beat because I was like, I'm just not gonna sleep, and I made the beat, and I was like, no, I need to take a nap, but we already had planned on going back to the crib to work on stuff. So that's also when we didn't live together yet. And whatnot.
Right, yeah,
we didn't live
right.
together
You
yet.
was out the way.
So I made the beat and whatnot, and I was like, I think they're gonna fuck with this and shit like that. So I was like, I gotta show them this as soon as I get there. So we went to the house, and I was like, y'all gotta hear this and whatnot. And then we were like talking for like hours about like, you know, how the show went and shit like that. And I was like, did y'all still want to hear this beat? And I was like, oh yeah, like let's hear the beat. And I played the beat, and immediately like Mel was like, yeah, we gonna start writing this. And Mel wrote a hook immediately. It was like, fuck it, we all writing verses to this. So we wrote verses, and that was it. That's how. So that whole track was made in a day. In all honesty.
Honestly, I think it's just because, like, dude, like I said, A-OK is my favorite song right now. He wrote that hook. You know what I'm saying? There's like one of my like dumb shit. Everybody was really fucking with that when we first dropped it, right? And like we all wrote it, literally, dude. The Christmas song. We all wrote that. I didn't even write that hook. I had the thing that's the counter melody at the end. Go listen to the Christmas song if you ain't heard it. Come Around by Crib Collective. Listen, that counter melody at the end, I wanted that to be the hook. And he was like, no, it's got to be different. And then somebody just started singing. It was just over with after that. I was like, man. So I think it's just more like everybody is just open to each other's ideas. And I think I am just less averse to like being like I'm fine with throwing a shitty idea out there and like and having them like throw it back at me and say like, no, that was trash, and then I try again, you know. And I think that's just ultimately what happens. So I just try a lot, and then we end up coming to agreement on one hook, and it makes it happen. So I'm fucking with it.
Well, again, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to interview you guys. We're here at the end of their performance at Coda Bebop 6. We got Crib Collective, we got Mel, we got Wuz, we got the epitome of sin, Bully Drills, and that's it.